Koinant, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And what a weekend we had at Loving Life. The visit for the live stream videos is self-evident for what an amazing time that we participated in. It was just absolutely beautiful. Congratulations to the team. That was just absolutely amazing. Now, let's get back to the subject at hand, and unfortunately it's not as happy as what you just seen. What I'm going to do first is play you a short video, or a portion of a short video, which shows you the beautiful garden route that used to be such a popular tourist destination. Not anymore, I'm afraid. And you'll find out why in a second.
We're on the road to Knysna. We're about 30 kilometers from Knysna, and this is the garden route, but as you can see it's pretty ordinary here at the moment compared to other places we've been. But the next video you're going to look at will show us taking the turn up to Knysna, and Knysna is one of the most beautiful places on earth. Okay, this is the road to Knysna that I'm actually filming from. And Knysna is probably one of the most upmarket places in South Africa. But look how the other half live. This is quite extraordinary. This is just outside Knysna, and I don't have to say anything about what you're looking at. You can just see it's pretty bloody basic, isn't it? And it's on all four corners. Even up here above the car you can see very, very basic. This is how the Africans serving the wealthy blacks live. Extraordinary, quite extraordinary. On the road to Knysna, and over there you can see Knysna, a very, very upmarket area. You can see the water in the middle, and there's like a settlement of houses which are very, very upmarket in the middle of this bay. This is the African area that we're looking at. It's certainly a lot better than the one we've just seen, but again, pretty basic in parts. And it's really how the two halves, you can see how they live. In the foreground you can see the Africans, and if I could zoom in into the houses in the bay, you would see some beautiful homes down there. And we're going to see some beautiful homes. In fact, if you have a look at the top of the hill over there, you can see some of the homes that we're going to be looking at in a minute. Absolutely stunning homes. Now you've seen how the Africans live. Look at that house. I mean, that is just enormous. It's right on the beach at Knysna, and as we pan across you can see some more of these incredibly beautiful homes, which are obviously very, very wealthy owners. And in a moment, at the end of this road, you'll see how stunning this place is. It's absolutely amazing. This is Knysna. We've arrived at Knysna, and we're just about to take a walk down this little path down to the beach, and I know it's going to blow dead when she sees it. This is walking down to Knysna beach. There are these very romantic steps, and you can see it's an absolutely stunning entrance to a beach. And believe it or not, here's one of the Knysna castles. And I'm not joking, it is a castle. You can see all the little turrets, and it's absolutely stunning here.
Look at that little...
Yeah. This is Knysna beach. You can see the castles, or a couple of them. There are about 4 or 5. There are a couple of them over there. It's a very, very secluded public beach. Very few people know about it. You can see it's pretty empty, but on the other side you can see this very, very dangerous looking rocky outcrop that goes into the sea. And the bird life here is quite stunning. I did gloss over that bit, but over there are a large number of birds. I'm not sure if I'm pointing it because of the reflection in the frame here, but look at that sea. This is Knysna. Knysna's best kept secret. It's about 3 kilometers from Knysna, going towards Plet, near the top of a hill, and it looks like you're going into an African township when you take the turn, but within a couple of 100 yards you realize that you're on a dirt road and going towards the beach. And the road's about 10 kilometers long. And there's another castle which you can see, and there's another one here in the foreground we can only see part of. We're just about to leave Knysna. There are the main gates going out. We just walked back up from the beach. It's quite a climb, probably about 60 steps, and a fairly stiff pavement like this to walk up, getting back. And we're just listening to the birds, which now seem to have stopped, unfortunately, but they were so pretty. Look at the flowers here though, aren't they gorgeous?
Okay, what you saw there was that incredible beach called Knysna, right next to Knysna on the garden route. And it's on the way to Plattenburg Bay, and Plattenburg Bay is not far from Knysna. But I will show you now what Plattenburg Bay looks like, and anyone who's been to South Africa probably has been to Plattenburg Bay and can share how absolutely stunningly beautiful this place is. Okay, let's have a look at that, and then I'm going to tell you what's happened today. Now, remember, these videos were taken in 2011. That's only 8 years ago.
Here we are at Ocean Watch at Plettenberg Bay, and this little weaver bird, he's a real little goer. When I came here in 2006 and 2007, he had built his little nest here, and here it is again 4 years later. Quite incredible. Look at the view from here. That's Plettenberg Bay, the open water, and you can see how the land just disappears into the distance around the corner there. Look at that. It's one of the most beautiful spots in Plet. You get the full vista. You see the rocky crags over there in the background. Surf pounding under. You can actually hear the surf from here. Not sure if you can on the video camera though. But apart from the odd car, it is absolutely idyllic here. So quiet and lovely. Very upmarket. This is actually a house that's been turned into a bed and breakfast, and there are only about 3 rooms available to people. It's not cheap, but it's just excellent. Alrighty, that's all for now.
Okay, here's the reality of what's happening in that exactly same area today in South Africa. Fears reign in Plettenberg Bay, with many businesses being forced to close their doors today due to ongoing violent service delivery protests. The N2 remains closed today between Shell Ultra City and KwaNakutula, as residents of Kwalani and other communities protest over housing and a need for better services, with a new demand being the resignation of Ward 3 Councillor Xola Matiela. Restaurant manager Melissa Mann said their warehouse in the industrial area was looted last night, the SABC reported. Our warehouse was completely looted. They smashed double gates, they smashed the roller shutter doors, they smashed all the little gates to get into the building. They completely destroyed and have taken all our goods. We are completely unable to trade. It's the whole town. They're holding the whole town to ransom. This is Plettenberg Bay, the place that you've just seen in that video that I took 8 years ago. She went on to say it's very scary at the moment because we don't know what the outcome is going to be. It's gone beyond being a peaceful protest to just absolute chaos, and it's very scary. Betu municipal spokesperson Manfred van Rooyen said on Thursday the Youth and Sport Development Office was looted, ransacked and set alight. You know, why would you do that to a facility that is supporting your youth? It's crazy. Manfred said, there have been various incidents of looting last night, breaking into properties in the industrial areas, burglaries, theft, malicious damage to property, both private and public, with immense losses to the municipality and business owners, and in some cases individuals. There have been injuries from rocks and stone thrown at passers-by. The municipality believes the violent protests have been driven by a political agenda, which is aimed at removing 3 ward councillors from their positions. It is a crime, and 2, it's a political campaign, because the municipality and its administration cannot deal with calls for the resignation of councillors, as it is something to be raised with the political parties that the councillors represent. Yesterday, Plattenburg Bay Community Policing Forum chairperson Mlulami Sifango refused to comment on the violent protests which led to the closure of the N2, saying he feared for his life and was under threat from residents. Mlulami said, "I fear for my life because the residents will come after me once I comment on the matter. Can you please call me after 5 minutes before I engage with you? I need to talk to my comrades first." This is happening in Plet right now, Plettenberg Bay. The protests over the lack of delivery of basic services saw 2 people aged 21 and 24 arrested for public violence. This followed a march by residents on June 18 to hand over a memorandum of demands to the municipality, giving officials 7 days to reply. Residents said yesterday's protest was because they were not satisfied with the municipality's response to their demands. The demands mainly focused on service delivery, including the slow pace of housing project 169, the high unemployment rate, tenders awarded to the same people year after year, and the lack of sport and youth development facilities, Van Rooyen said yesterday. The protesters were also angry that some people have houses but are renting them out while staying in shacks. Their demands included the resignation of the Ward 3 councillor, Gsola Matiela. This is a new demand that does not form part of the June 18 petition. This has not been done yet, as the municipality is not aware of any reason in law or any transgression of the Code of Conduct for councillors that necessitates the removal of Mr. Matiela as a councillor. Now, you can see that this is basically internal conflict within the black African population, but the collateral damage is happening to the whites who are living peacefully in the area, and their businesses are now being targeted as part of this whole protest. It's very, very sad, but it's a reality of what's happening all over South Africa. It's just a tragedy. It's happening to beautiful Plettenberg Bay and the Garden Route. Obviously, tourism in that area has completely dried up. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates, and have a great evening.